Hey y'all, I'm Melanie Lech. I made Broken Fairytale, the music video, which was the one with the castle. And I do a lot of different random things, but they're all pretty much creative. I like doing videos, music, and comedy stuff. So yeah, and then, oh yeah, I also, I was the artist in the video too, so I make music as Melanie Penelope. And then making these videos got the attention kind of some, like, a little bit bigger people, so now I'm in a band called Teal, and I have an indie label behind me, which is really cool. Okay, that's all I think.
Well, great, guys. I know that some of you traveled, so I just wanted to thank you again for being here. But we just have, me and Maddie Ann have like one question for each of you guys, and then we're going to kind of open it up to everybody else. My first question was for you, Melanie, actually. We were like really impressed and like taken back by like the set and the design and like all of the costumes and stuff. We just thought that it was all very lovely. We were kind of wondering like, how did that happen? Where did that all come from?
Was that one for me? Sorry, was that one for me?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay. You said the sets, the costumes, how it came together?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I thought you said Madeline, and I thought it was so sorry. Okay. So the castle. This was so cool. So I basically like accidentally befriended a guy who has been building that castle for about 10 or 12 years or something, which is pretty crazy and cool. I found the castle like from a Facebook group. I was curious about it, and he was really interested, or he really connected with the song that I had written because he was going through a kind of difficult romantic situation as well. And yeah, his name's Robert, by the way. He's great. And then the costumes, shoot, oh my gosh, one of the costumes, I'll be honest with you, it's just like a Disney Rapunzel costume. And I mixed it with some things that I found on Amazon, and I thought this looks pretty good, it works, yeah. And then my friend Manda brought her costume. Manda was the redhead who was in the video, and then her fiance, they kind of dressed themselves for it, and yeah, I think that's about it. Mostly the shout out goes to Robert for building such an awesome castle.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A lot of you guys had like composed music on your films. Where do you find a composer, or how do you meet these people and work with them properly?
I was just going to add one more thing real quick. Facebook groups are amazing. The Facebook group that's been the most useful to me is NC Filmmakers and Actors, and if you just post in there, I'm looking for a composer, anybody interested, you'll probably get a lot of bites, because those groups are very active. I've met a ton of people through them and gotten a lot of work from them, so yeah.
I have a question about Broken Fairytale. What went into making the final sequence where you're lying on the ground and it cuts to the ground, papers flying, just in general, the final sequence?
Thank you for asking. So much work. So the scene where I was lying on the ground, that was one of the shots that I really wanted to get from the beginning, but we kind of had run out of time, so I was actually completely by myself in the castle at that point. And I set the camera up, and then it was so dark and late and creepy there, but I had to shoot it like 14 times because the focus was off. It was disastrous. But anyway, I did that, and then some of the shots were more complicated than they might have looked. Like, there's one shot, which is like 2 seconds, but I spent so much time on it, where like a book, a feather, and all these papers are all falling at once in the frames. So that one, we threw them until we finally got them right, and then I edited them all together into one shot in post. And one of the things that was the most useful for putting together this sequence is that we had filmed it on 3 half days that were really spread apart. So I edited along the way as I went, and then I could see what pieces I wanted to add or what was missing. But I suppose like largely it was figuring it out and editing, just throwing things together, seeing what worked, because I really wanted to capture like the feeling of all the emotions swirling and like, yeah. Does that answer your question? Thanks.
I have a question for Melanie. So correct me if I'm wrong, but you wrote the music for the music video and you acted in it and directed it and edited it?
Yes.
Okay.
The video was also, I should say, my friend Paulina Kiesel and my friend Amanda Michaela, they helped me with like everything. They were the best. So basically it was the three of us who pretty much made the whole thing.
That's awesome. So did you find like juggling all those roles to be more like effective in creating your vision, or do you find that overwhelming to have such a like big role in your project?
It was disastrously hard. I don't recommend it. It's very difficult. If some of the benefits of it are that when you're filming by yourself for certain things, it's a lot easier to be very emotional and get into a feeling as an actor. But having somebody else there that can take part of your brain over, you know, to help you set up the shots and everything makes a huge difference, because then you can focus on the performance aspect of it. So that's something I've largely done since I was a kid, because I get scared to ask people for help. But I'm glad I've learned a lot. But yeah, I definitely think it's better to have some friends you trust and work hard on it together.
Clarify, the question was, what did we learn? Is
Yeah.
that what it was? Okay.
Something you would tell like an aspiring filmmaker.
I was like, what's like the biggest takeaway?
Okay.
Or one thing you take with you in the future, whether it's something you learned or just like a fun experience.
So my favorite part of every film shoot is the funny moments in between takes and the things that go wrong that end up being just hilarious stories. So for this one, I wouldn't say it was hilarious, but when we were leaving, we were trying to go back to Greensboro, but I don't know what we did. We hit something wrong on the GPS, and we wound up in Virginia. And then, like, it was so late at night, but we found a Chinese restaurant that was open, and then we had some amazing Chinese food. So now we're like, we got to go back to Danville. And then I had mentioned I was filming that one scene by myself, alone in the castle, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in the dark mountain by myself. I have no weapons. I was looking around. I was like, okay, I got a screwdriver. So I put that like in my top, and then I was recording the song, and I was in the middle of like, and I was like, oh, and like threw it out because I realized I recorded the thing with the screwdriver in. So I thought that was funny. Let me think about takeaways. I think the biggest thing is no matter what your limitations are, just do it. Just make it happen. This is something that I would have been too afraid to take on if I hadn't, like honestly, I was about to cut all my hair off and I was like, I gotta do this before I chop all my hair off. So that's why I did this when I did. But you would be amazed what people are willing to help you with and what they're willing to do when you ask. You know, and so we had an amazing time doing this. It was really like, I made a big behind the scenes video of it and I was editing it like, oh my gosh, I'm like living the life I always wanted to. I can't believe I get to do something so cool and with people that are fun. So yeah, I would say the biggest thing is just do it. Just make it happen. You would be amazed what you can accomplish.
Wow, thank you. Yeah, big thank you to all of our panelists. Thanks for being here. Thanks for making it out.
Let this go on and go wrong for so long. I was living in a fairy tale world and it's gone astray, and now it won't let me turn back the page. I threw myself out of the tower, landed on my face and broke my crown. I saved you the climb, will you rescue me now? That's where my storybook ended. Everything went up in flames. The story's over, but I'm still here. Why'd I have to fill my cup with the sugar-sweet poison? Oh, why'd I have to save my heart for a man in a song? Why'd I have to go and tell myself that I'm so broken? Why'd I have to let this go on and go wrong for so long? I orchestrate heartbreak. I'm the dragon and the lady. I don't think you ever loved me, but I wrote our whole love story ended. Everything went up in flames with the sugar sweet poison. They say love is forever, but I hope it don't last long, 'cause I just can't take feeling this way lifelong. I wish the way you shine was on my mind. The story's over, but I'm still here. The story's over, but I'm still here.